William Carter quit his job on a cold, rainy afternoon. No farewell speech, no resignation letter. Just his employee badge left on the security desk. He went home early, cooked dinner for his daughter like he did every night, and pretended everything was fine. At midnight, the rain poured down violently. When the knock came at his door, William never imagined the person standing on his porch soaked through in the storm would be the most powerful CEO in the city. The house was small, a 2-bedroom rental where streetlights flickered and sidewalks cracked. William had chosen it deliberately after Sarah's funeral, 4 blocks from Irene's school, close to everything that mattered when you were raising a 7-year-old daughter alone. Every morning followed the same rhythm. Wake at 5:30. Pack Irene's lunch. Braid her hair while she ate cereal and talked about science projects. Walk her to the bus stop. Wave until the yellow doors closed. Only then would William exhale. The commute took 45 minutes to Whitmore Technologies. He clocked in at exactly 8:25. Never early, never late. William had been a software architect once, the kind of engineer others called when they were stuck, the kind who could see 3 moves ahead in any technical decision. He'd worked at places with stock options and catered lunches. He'd spoken at conferences, published papers, built systems used by millions. That was before Sarah died, before custody, arrangements, and school pickup times became more important than late-night coding sessions. Before he learned that being a good father sometimes meant choosing the small life over the ambitious one. Sarah had been a developer too. They'd met at a hackathon, built something beautiful together, fallen in love over energy drinks and code. They'd started companies, failed, tried again, but they'd always had Irene. Until the car accident on a Tuesday morning that turned William's world into before and after. He took the position at Whitmore Technologies because it had normal hours, 9 to 5. No weekends, no on-call rotations. His colleagues whispered. Overqualified. Underachieving. They didn't know about the parent-teacher conferences, doctor's appointments, ballet recitals, nightmares that woke Irene screaming. They didn't know about his fear of losing her the way he'd lost Sarah. In the office, William kept his head down. He worked in a back corner cubicle, fixing bugs others found too boring. He ate lunch alone at his desk, left exactly at 5 every day. His manager, Henry Lawson, treated him like furniture, useful when needed, invisible otherwise. Henry was the kind of manager who wore expensive watches and talked about disruption while building nothing. He'd risen through politics rather than competence. He had an office with a window. William had a wobbling desk, but William noticed things. He always had. It was his nature, the way his brain was wired, the way a system worked, the way data flowed through networks like water through pipes, the way people behaved when they thought no one was watching. The small inconsistencies that others dismissed as noise, but that William recognized as signals. 3 weeks ago, he noticed something wrong. A security flaw in the company's new authentication system. Not a small bug, not the kind of thing you could patch with a hotfix and forget about. A catastrophic vulnerability that could expose customer data for millions of users. Personal information, financial records, medical histories. The kind of breach that destroyed companies and ruined lives. William spent 2 days documenting it carefully, meticulously, the way Sarah had taught him. Screenshots with timestamps, code samples with line numbers, proof of concept demonstrations, impact assessments. He wrote it up in clear, simple language that anyone could understand, even executives who hadn't written code in 20 years. He sent it through the proper channels: internal security team, compliance department, chain of command. He did everything right. Henry Lawson intercepted it within 4 hours. The meeting happened in a conference room on the 14th floor, one with frosted glass walls that turned people into shadows. Henry closed the door. No witnesses. William sat across the table with his laptop open, prepared to walk through the findings step by step. He'd brought printed copies. He'd rehearsed his explanations. Henry didn't look at the screen. He didn't touch the printouts. "You need to retract this report," Henry said. His voice was flat, emotionless, the tone of someone stating a fact rather than making a request. William blinked. "I'm sorry?" The report. "Delete it. We're not moving forward with this. This is a critical security flaw. If this system goes live as scheduled, we're looking at— I know what we're looking at." Henry leaned forward, his expensive watch catching the fluorescent light. "We're looking at a 6-month delay on our biggest product launch. We're looking at questions from the board about why this wasn't caught earlier in development. We're looking at my head on a chopping block because some low-level engineer decided to play hero." William felt his chest tighten. "This isn't about you. This is about protecting our users. If we launch with this vulnerability and someone exploits it, let me be clear." Henry's voice dropped lower, quieter, more dangerous. "You have a daughter, Irene, right? 7 years old. You've got full custody since your wife passed away. That's a lot of responsibility for one parent. Expensive too. Medical bills. School fees. After-school programs. You wouldn't want to lose that stability. You wouldn't want a messy termination on your record when you're trying to find your next position. You wouldn't want questions about your judgment, your reliability, your ability to be a team player. Those kinds of questions can affect a lot of things. Background checks, reference calls, even custody arrangements, if someone thought you were making reckless decisions that put your employment at risk. The threat hung in the air like smoke, like poison gas slowly filling the room. William understood immediately. Henry wasn't just asking him to stay quiet. He wasn't even ordering him. He was showing William exactly what would happen if he didn't comply. A bad reference that would follow him for years. A termination for cause that would make it impossible to find work at his level. Legal battles he couldn't afford. The kind of chaos that judges noticed when they reviewed custody arrangements. The kind of chaos that could take Irene away from him. That night, William lay awake in his narrow bed, while Irene slept down the hall. Her door open the way she liked it, her night